As of January 14th, 2020, fires in Australia this season have burnt an estimated 46 million acres, destroyed over 5,900 buildings, including 2,779 homes, and killed at least 34 people. An estimated 1 billion animals have been killed, and some endangered species may be driven to extinction. Air quality has dropped to hazardous levels. The cost of dealing with these bushfires is expected to be 4.4 billion more than 2009 Black Saturday fires. By January the 7th, 2020, the smoke had moved approximately 6,800 miles across the South Pacific Ocean to Chile and Argentina. As of January 2nd, 2020, NASA estimated that 337 million tons of CO2 was emitted. From September 2019, fires heavily impacted various regions of the state of New South Wales. In eastern and northeastern Victoria, large areas of forest burnt out of control for 4 weeks before the fires emerged from the forest in late December. Multiple states of emergency were declared across New South Wales, Victoria, and the Australian Capital Territory. Reinforcements from all over Australia were called in to assist with fighting the fires and relieve exhausted local crews in New South Wales. The Australian Defence Force was mobilised to provide air support to the firefighting effort and to provide manpower and logistical support. Firefighters and equipment from New Zealand, Singapore, Canada, and the United States, among others, helped fight the fires, especially in New South Wales. As of January 23rd, 2020, an air tanker and 2 helicopters have crashed during firefighting operations. The air tanker crash resulted in the deaths of the 3 crew members. 2 fire trucks were caught in fatal incidents caused directly by fire conditions, killing 3 firefighters.
I think it's important that people know about the Australia bushfires because, I mean, news made it look like it was just this week-long event or something, this week-long travesty. And not treating it like the fact that, like the reality that is something that's been going on for months. The devastation, the destruction, the displaced peoples, billion animals dead, 2,000 homes destroyed. That's just, with the information, the statistics I have in front of me, which could be horribly out of date from just how fast the fire is traveling.
I think that what people really need to know about the Australian bushfire crisis is just because the fires have been contained doesn't mean that the battle's actually over. In many ways, the battle actually begins now as recovery is starting. News cycles, I find, have a tendency to really move past an issue before it's truly resolved, and I think that's what's happening here.
I do feel like we need to spread more awareness about the Australian bushfires. Facilitating more attention to the recent fires in Australia is paramount to stress us humans globally to start taking measures immediately in reducing our ecological footprint. I believe that the fires are an exact metaphor of our ecological footprint globally, and if we continue on this path we are now without more precautions, we will have a bigger footprint than the Earth can handle.
I hold the firm belief that streaming is a superpower. You can cheer someone up without even knowing it by just entertaining them and keeping their minds off their problems for a while. And that right there is a beautiful thing. Currently, I have the opportunity to do more than that. We can reach out to help the brave people who are fighting the fires in Australia and give them the funds and support that they need. They need our help, and if we can give that to them, it makes this very special and worth it to me.
I want to raise awareness, and I also, at the very bare minimum, want the people of Australia to know that there are a lot of us that didn't forget, that didn't just keep an eye on the news and then looked at the next big news. We actually saw Australia's issues and care and continue to care and want to do our damnedest to help any way we can. I mean, I may not be the largest content creator, but I'm absolutely glad that I'm getting the opportunity from Mizu Gaming to contribute, to have a charity stream where all the proceeds go to all those people who are working their damnedest to deal with this fire that I don't think I could. I don't know if I could even handle that myself. Those people are a lot braver than I am.
What has motivated me is to do our part as a community on a global perspective, and knowing that there are homes destroyed, firefighters killed, And with the death count of the wildlife being so high, the support is paramount on so many levels. I'm hoping we can contribute as a community and do our best.
I'm motivated to support the bushfire crisis in Australia because although areas that are prone to fire tend to bounce back relatively quickly, in this case, due to the intensity, it really will be more of an uphill battle than usual. Unfortunately, many people have lost their lives in succeeding to contain the fire, with the number currently exceeding about 24. And the impact on these families is something I feel truly strongly about and something I'm committed to support.
To me, it is such a blessing to be able to use my own content creation and social medias that I use to promote my own content to raise awareness for some of these charities like Mizu in Motion. I really do hope that we can do our best in trying to support the families and firefighters affected out in Australia.
Part of the reason I started streaming was, on top of a passion for the medium, is to have a platform to be able to make changes, either on a small scale or a large scale. And the fact that Mizu is committed to an issue that I feel very strongly about, it really motivates me to continue content creation, both to entertain people but actually make an impact.
It's hard for me to even grasp the loss and devastation that people have endured from the fires in Australia, but I want to be able to do my part and help as much as I can. So please join us so we can band together for this good cause, and thank you guys so much.
I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to be like everyone else that saw it on the news, shed a tear and then moved on. I want to do something, not just hope something gets better, with whatever tools I have at my disposal, which is my stream and the charity event and the amount of time and effort I want to put into this. I want that energy to go towards supporting the people in Australia dealing with this horrific event. It does feel good at the idea of being able to hopefully inspire someone else. If my efforts here to have a charity stream and be successful inspire someone who's a much larger content creator to do something to raise money, that's amazing. And I hope we all do our best to help Australia.
Honestly, seeing people being proactive about helping Australia is such a great deal. I was personally surprised when the gaming community decided to help out, since it's such an awesome community with a lot of people like these great guys on Twitch. Everyone on here is such awesome people, and I have no other words to describe how devastating this crisis is for each and every Australian out there. But on behalf of all of us out here, we are really appreciative of the heroism everyone has in their heart.
So I hope you can support Mizu Gaming and me, Moat Simulator, supporting families of fallen firefighters in New South Wales. Thank you.